Houston, Texas.
The Whiskey Brothers.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast, everybody. Episode 1082. Not gonna hit 1100 on this run. By now, you guys know we are in the home stretch. Likely just another 2 or 3 or this one and some others to go. So thanks for sticking around. We have whiskey to get to, stuff to talk about.
We should go to 1099 because that's how we get paid.
That's actually appropriate. We're talking off air. I've discovered joints across the world with all of you. We haven't talked about you.
Yeah, because when we were doing all of our
y'all discovered holes
around, neither of us smoked weed.
Gotcha.
Also probably true. But it hasn't stopped me from discovering them with others. We were also talking about Vegas, and you haven't been.
I've never been to Vegas ever. It does the FOMO, like it does feel like, oh fuck, like I how have I never been? I've never done nothing out there.
But I was like 40 years old before I ever saw Vegas.
Okay,
I've been to more countries than places in the States by far.
Than States.
I haven't been to almost anything in the States. I've never been to the Grand Canyon, Yosemite, Yellowstone. It took me forever to get to Vegas. New York, I hadn't even been to until like 2000 and shit. It might have been 9 or 10. Like I didn't go anywhere inside the States. So Vegas, though, what have you heard?
Wow. Fuck. Only thing I know about Vegas, I know about the gambling. I know it got fucked up once the mob stopped running it. I know that was like a thing, like the
one of the rare instances.
Yeah, the mob
where
stopped
things got
running.
worse when the mob left.
They left, and then they got classless. It was just like bad. What else do I know? Well, Sam just told me about the legalization of prostitution.
Not in Vegas. It's not legal in Vegas. It's everywhere else in Nevada.
Interesting.
It's a really stupid law.
That is crazy.
But they don't. They don't.
What
stop
else
it.
is there in Nevada?
You gotta go to Reno. It's the only
Reno and Carson City. That's it.
Open desert where you can apparently fuck to your heart's content.
Yeah, if you can talk somebody into coming out there
Little
for a
Sandy.
nominal fee.
Yeah. Bunch of business built like Yoda.
Now I see why they build those.
Done.
They build those brothels just so there is a place.
Yes.
That's good.
That's it.
No, we were driving from I think like Vegas to Seattle, and we went through Carson City, and the Bunny Ranch is like literally in the middle of a desert.
The place that killed Lamar Odom.
There's nothing around it at all.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's it.
Pretty much, there's a sign with 2 bunnies like doing it and an arrow pointing that way.
This way.
Like turn this way to go to the Bunny Ranch. So we
Boy,
pulled in
that
and
would
we
feel
looked
like
out.
a
We're like,
trap.
okay, that's it. And I took a picture of the outside, and they're like, come on in. I'm like, no thanks.
Can you just roll through the Bunny Ranch like you grabbing a triple cheeseburger from McDonald's?
Bro, you can
how
walk
does this
in there
work?
and just go have a drink at the bar. And they're just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, people come in here and take
That's
pictures.
not
and
what
they
I
tour us all
asked
the
you.
time.
He asked, is there drive-through pussy?
I did not see.
Right?
Now I saw that in Slidell, Louisiana one time.
Oh, I believe that
It
wholeheartedly.
used to be a Popeyes.
Okay. You still get the bitch in the paper bag. You're like, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Exactly as greasy.
That bag's very greasy.
Where my straw?
Yeah, same amount of yeast in the biscuit. It's
Still no butter? All right.
Slidell's actually the Cajun word for pussy.
ooh, that burns my lips.
Yeah. I think I wasted my money on this shit.
That's funny because it's right above a place called Red Stick.
Oh, well, that's why it's only 99 cents on Tuesday.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
1 week a month, the whole city's closed.
That's a strong Baton Rouge joke. It's south, but it is.
Is it south?
It is south.
Slidell south of Baton Rouge. I thought
Technically,
it was on the north side.
I think it's a. Hang on, you gonna make me look at a map. I think
I used to work at a prison in St. Francisville, and that was kind of like on the northeast side.
I'm not even sure that they've made real Louisiana maps. I think they're almost. So
Real
if you go from
Louis-
Baton Rouge, it's really almost exactly the same. You dip down.
What are you looking
10
at?
goes south into New Orleans, and then up back, and you take that whatever through Hammond.
He just
Wait, what the
Googled,
fuck is on that screen?
he Googled Louisiana map expecting Slidell to just be on it.
Motherfucker. Well, here's the thing though. I got family there, so I can pull up. I can just pull up the map.
What, Theo
And
Von?
I can go. No, I can go right to Slidell's right there. I know where it's at. It's a little south of Baton Rouge.
Is that where he
I
is?
said
I
it
thought he was
like
from
Baton
Alabama.
Rouge.
It's north of New Orleans.
It's no. Anyway, the point is,
But I'm saying that's where I think he said his
Oh.
accent fucked up.
Yeah.
It's just north of New Orleans.
that's I got old Cajun family,
Well, I won't
step
add Brett
family.
stick to the notes. We'll just move along. Guess that's not going into special since it
You
doesn't
ever
match
want to
the story.
debate some more Louisiana geography with me, Jerry? I'm happy to put my foot down.
The
on that.
Louisiana geography bee.
I don't know. Yeah, that place is.
I bet we could still win it though
As long as
against other people.
other.
from Louisiana.
That's really funny.
But yeah, all their answers are over yonder.
Oh,
Right on, chill.
Oh
Chump.
yeah.
Back over here, Shy.
yeah,
Back over
damn.
here.
Yeah, that's it. You ever do? You ever been south of I-10
Yeah.
in
I
Louisiana?
lived in Bro Bridge.
Okay,
for a
so
while.
you know.
Yeah,
You
I lived
know.
in Bro Bridge, New Iberia.
You spend time down there?
Yeah, I got a bunch of family,
South.
and
The rest of the world doesn't know what
different.
places like when Homa's the big city.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm talking about south.
Yeah, no, I don't fuck. Yeah, like all right, so
Swamps.
there's certain parts I don't
Saint-
fuck around.
Saint
Yeah,
something.
You get around there,
Another's
you get around like
parish.
Bayou Chene and all that stuff.
That's what I
it's
mean.
like crazy.
yeah,
bro.
I don't.
Where they
It's
eat
like
the
going
rats.
back in time.
Yeah,
Man,
they eat
they
the
had
rats.
nutrients on a spit when
And
I
they-
pulled up to the campsite.
Yes, and they
wait,
go
what?
So
Well,
What
the
the fuck
mosquitoes.
they talk-
Nutria, those big old like river rat, look like weird
there's,
beavers or
there's
whatever.
parts of Louisiana south of I-10. Once you get down into the south, they take boats places. Like not boats that you like.
They're
a
called
boat,
pirogues, or little
They
flat
just-
boats that they stand in and they pole through
and
stuff.
you pull over to the neighbor's house, and they live also on the swamp, and they catch rats, giant nutria rats, and they eat them.
They stick them on a spit.
Why the fuck would there's like, if you want rat, just go to McDonald's. I mean,
No, weirdly
That's
enough,
not- that's-
McDonald's
You don't
there serves real meat. It's the weirdest thing.
y'all tired of rat? Get your ass down there to McDonald's.
We ain't gonna knock them off that rat. We better get some beef in here.
McDonald's is not cheaper than setting a trap in the yard, bro.
Gotcha.
And that's the point. Is
They living like
or
that.
just shooting it from your porch.
yes.
Yeah. Bro, and barefoot, like I
No-
was
no
hanging out
shoes.
with these dudes out in the swamp, and they were like barefoot as hell, just walking around in the swamp. And they're like, "Take your shoes off, makes walking easier." And I'm like, "No, bro, I am not."
It's a different race. It's
Uh-uh.
a different species.
The mosquitoes down there have feathers, like,
And they will punch you back. Like real time. They'll come over. The mosquitoes
They
show
put
up.
them on the spit with the nutria.
They'll show up. The mosquitoes will lift the window, walk in, and then latch that bitch behind them.
I had
So
a
yo-
mosquito fuck me there one
So
time. It
your
was the
little
wildest
fucking-
thing.
Your little fucking Juan ain't doing shit. He be
No.
like, hey man, what the fuck?
Bro,
you-
I saw a mosquito in Louisiana drink from a down power line. Do you think a electric racket? No, sir.
I was trying to get in my motel room and generate. It pushed me in there and closed the door. I was blowing that little whistle. Didn't do shit.
they just sit outside the screen. They sit outside the screen with a Newport going, I'm going to get this blood. We can do it the easy way or the hard way. Now, you can open the screen and just give me the blood, or you can be missing your blood and have a broken screen door.
Just-
It's up to you.
It's a different breed, man.
yeah, that pussy's amazing.
It's a different breed. I had a mosquito. I had a mosquito ask me if I was gonna eat the rest of that rat.
Yeah. Dude, guys, this is like, I mean, it's kind of off topic, but it is kind of still sticking it. Because I imagine there's not a lot of electricity in areas like this.
Right.
Maybe there's a lot of power. Do you fuck better when your power's out?
Yeah.
No,
No.
Primal.
no.
It's
No.
primal on a
Answer
motherfucker.
right.
It's primal,
Primal.
bro.
No.
It's caveman fucking.
Come on now.
No,
You don't
no,
turn the
too
heater
much-
on in your house?
Too much heat in this bitch now.
Y'all
No.
You don't fuck
missing
with the
out,
heater
bro.
on?
Dude.
I
that-
fucking cold rooms, bitch.
I
fucking
honeymooned
bored.
I honeymooned after Hurricane Ike with candlelight and Monopoly. That was something.
Oh, in a video you can't show it.
Wait, hold up. One, you're assuming that power only goes out in the summertime. Sometimes it goes out in the cold. I can see that. I can see having sex for warmth.
We talking hurricane season.
Okay, when it's
When you
it's
know, we talking
hot,
about
like double
when it's hot,
sweaty.
when it's like 108 at night.
I'm
Don't
not gonna
fucking
have-
touch me.
I'm not going. No,
You're all loosened up.
You in a different
you move,
place.
bro. You move like you haven't.
Why
in
I
a
feel
while.
like you Papa Bear, you Mama Bear over here. You not having any sex. Y'all over here trying
like-
to double sweat. I'm like, I'm not gonna have less sex, but I'm not like, oh, let's move this to the patio.
I want just. Yeah, but you never tried the garage. I mean, come on, man.
Hey, Dog, wait, hold on. So, Sam, you also get an attitude when you hungry? I feel like those two things go together. People who can't be hot, they also don't function well if they're hungry. Like they just fucking like.
Oh,
dude,
I bang
don't talk
well
to me.
when
I
I'm
gotta
hungry.
fucking eat.
That's like
Oh yeah, I can
because
do
I'm
that.
I'm in like the that's
No,
like
he's
the
asking
last.
about your attitude.
No, just
when
attitude.
you're
Just
hungry.
attitude. Not no. I
Do
don't
you get
wanna-
hangry?
I don't want to fuck on an empty stomach.
No, that's like the last 2 miles of a race or something. Like you just like in.
Yeah,
were
but you
just,
want her to be.
You.
I don't get like hangry. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like there's been times where maybe something can set me off, but I don't know if it's because I'm hungry. But I
But
get
hot.
stupid. Like walking around looking for my cell phone, but it was in my fucking hand. And like,
Okay.
what the fuck is wrong with me? Oh, you know what? I haven't eaten since like 2 p.m. Like I get stupid.
But
if
when
I
you
go too far
hot, you
without
get
eating.
irritated. You're very because you said don't fucking touch me. So
Yeah,
I'm
no
a-
body heat, no nothing.
That's what
like
I'm-
fucking
I'm fucking looking for any breeze.
You just laying there like a naked starfish in the
the
middle
best
of the
breeze
Sitting
is
there.
flapping titties.
Yeah.
Titty
That's-
meat
that
make
shit's
a good
primal.
fan.
I don't
I'm
know
just
why you
saying.
ain't into that.
So you, well, I'm very curious.
No,
about
so that's
this.
what I'm saying. You guys are like
You bone
always.
camping?
He's like never. I'm like I'm just gonna have the same
much
amount.
camping
Yes,
as you
I'm
do.
I'm in.
Yeah,
absolutely.
okay.
Oh,
So
I'm not. There's no part of me dodging it. I'm just not also like, ooh, I gotta hurry up and have this hot sex.
Dog.
Like I'm just not. Like I'm in
Bro,
it.
you know how good you sleep in the heat after that?
Dog,
Well, yes.
I'm
don't
not
even
gonna
care.
lie.
But it's like if all right. But here's the thing.
Go
If
ahead.
I'm on a camping trip, or if I'm on a trip,
And
like,
bonus, there's no wet spot because it's all a wet spot
but
now.
Jerry's hilarious.
Nobody gets punished.
That's like the point. Like sex is never off the table. Like there's no
Got you.
circumstance where you're like, oh well, we're hiking. Nope. Like
Yeah,
it's,
it's happening. Bitch, you finna get this mountain meat. Nope.
it's like
Just
always
like
on
sex
the
while
table.
hiking.
So that there's never a need for it to like have to be on the. So if you just like, oh, I'm hot and you're hot, we don't feel like we miss like that super hot, sweaty sex. You
Right.
just like, well, we'll just have tomorrow's sex or later today sex or
Right.
something, right? Like there's.
That's interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
we're just saying.
I'm not
That-
against.
that's-
I'm neither
that is-
for it nor against it.
There is a.
I'm not voting
That's
in
not
this
how my
election.
penis operates.
There is a thing that comes over
Hot,
you.
back feels loose. Let's get
Uh-huh.
it.
When that power is, I don't know what it is. It's like right when you realize you gotta surrender to it being hot. There is an energy that comes over the house. It's like
It's
God
survival, bro.
Damn,
It's
bro, it
primal.
is, and it's very primal. And you in another gear. You fucking this lady like the lights gonna come back on. Like if we fuck
Like
hard
you two
enough,
might not make it,
Yeah,
and
we're
y'all
gonna
need to
fix
leave someone
electricity.
behind.
you like, I bet if we fuck real hard, the fan will come on. And stuff like it's intense, bro.
Ugh, and that's you're so
Fascinating.
hang after it. Like I'm gonna
Wait,
snatch a
hang on.
mockingbird off the fence right now. I'm doing my best
Dog,
life.
I'm not lying to you. That's the only reason I live in the. That's why I know that pussy good. Because if I'm in conditions like that, it ain't really.
Well, hang on though. You're cohabitating right now.
Okay.
Or you're living with.
Let's not do this.
What?
But-
Okay.
What
He
the
gave
fuck
you
are
an
we
out,
doing right
Jake.
now? Let's not do
He
this.
gave you the soft out to change directions, and Slade went, fuck this. Second gear.
Hang on a second. If I said cohabitate to you and you'd have said what, I'd have just used a smaller
No,
word.
I know what you're saying, but I'm like, I don't want to. I'm not indulged. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not
You
clueless
ain't
on what that
touching nothing
means.
on my tape.
I was confused as to who I was talking to. Look, the point is, I'm equating it to
He's
podcast, not a spelling
rehabbitating right
bee.
now.
when you got another person that's permanently around
Right,
you.
right.
Maybe
You living
that's
with
part
somebody.
of your recipe. Versus when you're not,
alone. Got
and
you.
you're in a place where it's just if the power just goes out, it's just quiet. It's just
I got
I'm
you.
not in a rush to
But it don't-
ruin the power.
But it don't make
just-
you want to call somebody over when it get hot. You
But
like,
no
oh.
more so than I want to call somebody when the
everything's
power's
Because
on.
you know when the power's on, you're going to go back to Fortnite. So, like, you could just...
Yeah, when she
It's
when,
a
But when the-
efficiency.
But when the power's
when
off,
she pick up her size 0 pants.
Yeah,
have
your
to
women
head
don't
out.
even get hot.
Exactly. You know,
Me and Jerry are like size 0. Is her kid coming over?
I thought you was fucking. You babysitting.
either one of y'all got a size 0 kid?
No, hell no.
Okay, so my my bigger point
You really had to say that?
He had to say bigger point. That's great.
My bigger point was, I just don't feel a need to sweat extra. Like that doesn't. If that has a certain pull for you, then I'm curious because.
Yeah.
I
So
sweat regular and like it, but I'm not like more.
all for jungle fucking.
Yeah, beast mode is great.
Like,
But
Okay, that's also a David Allen Coe song.
oh shit.
Okay, so now there's 4 songs. I don't know, babe.
Shit, that would hurt. Oh, but you listen to that one too.
It was saying I had a big dick. I mean,
that's the song you met that girl to.
Nah, yeah, I'm just saying it's something about you
Okay.
feel like, oh wow, this is how they fucked in the Garden of Eden.
The
if there
primal,
was one.
it's
But I'm for a primal. I just the lights don't have
long
to
as
go
the
out.
AC
from,
zone.
No, I
Okay.
just the
Like you get through fucking and you go, baby, when the lights come on, we watching Planet of the Apes.
when the AC's on, I might take a break for a minute and let the fan blow
That's
on me.
true.
You
I
know?
feel like the AC slowed me down. That's why I cranked the heater up. Like I'm like, no, this is a night.
no,
I'm not going to do my
Happening.
best work in this temperature.
You crank the AC because you're like, damn, it's cold in here. And you're like, if I stop fucking, now I'm cold and wet. I'll freeze to death. So I just got to keep going.
So you don't want
I
pneumonia.
I
keep
don't
going.
let a nice cool fan keep me from my best work. Like I feel like
Jesus Christ,
I'm
this
just
guy.
no. I'm just saying I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm saying
This fucking
I'm just not incentivized extra by heat.
Can you try it one time? Just put the heater on. Put your heater
Let's
on
go
90.
I think I've
outside.
not had
Let's
sex
go outside,
in the
trip
heat.
the breaker.
I'm talking about all night. If the heater on 90, I'm not saying
Bro,
it's the
I've
heat.
had sex
We've all fucked in
outside
cars.
in Texas.
Yeah.
Put the heater
You
on
can't-
Djibouti and go.
You can't
And then do anal.
put it on.
And then put it on her booty. But
I have, trust me, I have had
Okay.
sex in Iraq. It is.
All right.
I have had sex in heat that is not human.
So, all right. So, is that scary?
It's just not. There's no.
You don't feel no extra. Oh, you're Caucasian.
But again, it's not. There's always.
Yeah, you're Caucasian.
There's, Caucasian.
Caucasian. Yeah.
There's just no added benefit. That's it. Because there's always, anytime there's been extra heat, there's also an added element of there's danger or
Right.
Like I just don't have heat
You
as
have
the
fight or
catalyst
flight.
for me thinking that this is better.
Flight or fight fucking is
Heat's
hilarious.
not
to
why I would attribute it as being better. That's it. And I'm
Okay.
just interested if heat is the reason that it's better for something. Then
Infrared
I'm like, well, what am I
fucking.
missing? Is it like
Infrared
is it
fucking.
like different? Is it like different the way yoga's different?
Right, yeah. Like I started doing infrared yoga, so
Uh-huh.
it's like different. Like so, it's like you doing it, but it's you're sweating more, so it's more intense. It's more like you really like locked in. It helps you lock in more.
Okay.
Like so, you know.
the
Bikram
aforementioned
sex.
loosened muscles.
Okay. Okay. Looser muscles, perhaps. Now you're talking to me.
Yeah.
Your joints work a little better. Your cartilage is moving
Lot of
better.
shit.
A little more fluid in
saying.
your joints.
This is science. What you guys were pitching.
can
to
get
your
a-
Your
audience.
heart's
exposure.
running a little higher rate, so you already got blood pumping at
Right?
the ready.
You said joints. He perked up.
No, that usually makes me sleepier. There's science to this now. You're giving me real stuff. That other stuff was emotionally.
It was not
inactionable.
emotional.
Oh, it feels
Go ahead,
better.
go ahead.
I
didn't say it feels
just
better.
hits better. It's just different.
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
I said shit. What did I say, Jerry?
I don't remember.
I said jungle fucking. That's science.
And a David Allen Coe song.
Damn it! Now I got.
I said
Five
jungle
songs.
fucking.
Like I feel like if you say it again, we're gonna owe him royalties.
All right. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh fuck. It's like Beetlejuice.
You say it 3 times, David Allen Coe shows up and plays a racist.
We're going to
song.
get a letter from iTunes because, they still carry his music.
You know, my
It
my
just
good
came out of
friend-
cassette,
my good friend Trey Tutson wrote that song.
Yeah.
and he said it was the perfect racist song. And I said,
I
it's
said
not
it
the
was
perfect
not.
racist song.
Because he didn't say anything about beep, or beep, or beep, 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 or beep,
Or fucking in the jungle.
or hurricanes.
That's so fucking funny. All right.
Ah.
Well, I had to ask. So, can you jungle fuck in Vegas?
Well, no, there's no humidity. It's the desert.
There's no place with air conditioning.
It's the desert.
Air conditioning.
There's no humidity.
So what are we doing with this?
I don't know. There's people that live in the tunnels underneath Vegas, so there's probably some.
No, that's
tunnel fucking. I guess.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
different.
about to say that's gopher fucking.
I bet tunnel fucking is fun
Listen,
too.
I think
like homelessness.
dry or not, I think 115 degrees is hot and sucks.
it's
So if
different.
you fucking it, you gonna sweat,
Yeah, it is the best.
Here's because okay,
and
I've
maybe
always
that'll
said-
bring you some peace.
I've always
Yeah, but there's
said-
more slapping noises with higher humidity.
There you go.
I've always
Which
said
makes
dry
it
heat
harder
or-
to keep it quiet.
I always said dry heat or not, it doesn't fucking matter.
Dry heat or not, it don't matter.
Yeah, because I wouldn't like we go overseas to the Middle East or whatever, and I was like hot is hot. And then I spent one summer in Vegas. And I realized in a dry heat, if you go in the shade, it's actually kind of pleasant.
You're fine.
Really
Yeah,
nice.
the shade in Houston,
You just
Texas,
gotta get the sun
still
off you.
sucks.
It's worse sometimes.
Yeah,
My
It's
house in my
absolutely
backyard, it gets
brutal.
hotter after it gets dark. It's the wildest shit. You
Yeah.
can watch the thermometer go up.
Yeah, no, like out in Vegas. So here's what really sucks about summertime in Vegas. If you're hanging out on the strip or whatever, all those buildings are fucking mirrored. So that hot ass sun hits that glass and beams straight back down to the street. And it's fucking,
ant.
it's miserable.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
It's like
fucking
those mirrors
miserable.
the Greeks used to sink ships or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I've
was
only
like,
been in June and September, and it was pretty,
yeah, like
pretty
every
rough.
building should be coated in black foam in Vegas. Like there should not be
Actually,
anything
September was
reflective in that entire
surprisingly
fucking
cold.
place.
September could be okay. When
we walked by them damn fountains that do the tricks. and
Bellagio.
whatnot. And that wind blew that
Walk by
water
them.
on me, bro,
I've
and I was
never
almost done for the night.
That's what he called the
I've
Bellagio.
never heard the Bellagio called them damn fountains that do the tricks.
Well, you know what
I
I'm
mean,
talking about, though.
you knew exactly what he meant. It's a very good description.
Just do me a favor. We got about another half hour to kill. I just need you to describe the rest of Vegas.
Place where Elvis lived.
Oh, they got a triangle
The place
building.
where Ralphie died. You know.
That's the quick new circus.
Yeah, them fruits on the trapeze. We got all that.
That's where the tiger chewed that feller. And that one there's the buffet, and that one's the buffet, and that one's the buffet.
Oh,
Man, that's the best buffets you ever go to in your life.
Oh, dude, I fucking.
Well, it's because everybody's trying to outdo everybody there. So, like, we had this bar consultant we were dealing with. He did all kind of bars out in Vegas and stuff. He was like Bob the bar guy or what. I think he had a show or something for a little while. But he come in and tried to fix the laugh stop, and he left. And Pete was like, "I ain't doing none of that shit." And then So, but
Did he
this
come in
dude
to do
was-
it for a TV show, or you just came in?
No,
to do it?
he came. They hired him to come in as a consultant to come in and like, hey, we need to
Oh wait,
start
that's like
doing
a
some
real
things
job
to-
without being a reality TV
Yeah,
show?
yeah.
Wow.
And he came in and he had all these really great suggestions, and then walked out, and he was like, I ain't doing none of that shit. And now it's
Rest
gone.
in peace.
So
Yeah, that's-
Yeah, and now it's
then
gone.
Don Learned ended up
Good
with
call.
it. So like, good job, bro. But this guy was telling us
Who's
about
also-
how in Vegas, like they will literally they have spring water delivered to use for their frickin' ice machines.
Yeah.
Because they want the cleanest, best tasting ice, and that's at like the buffets and stuff. And they're buying all like high end ingredients and all the meat. So yeah, they hit you for $40 on that buffet, but bruh,
Oh.
you eat like a king.
I get him. I
You're
get him on
done.
that just for like
Yeah,
before I
oh, no.
before
I
like,
ain't never left there in a
plate
deficit.
one's $89. Yeah.
I haven't been to a lot of restaurants with you, but I can tell you this: if anybody charges Sam Damaris $40 for all you can eat, you better not have more than $40 worth of shit. Like,
You better have $37 worth of shrimp.
Yeah.
Oh no! When I show up at a Vegas buffet and they're like, "Okay, it's $45 for the buffet," I was like, "Cool." First plate, crab legs. I'm gonna load up fucking 2 plates full of fucking crab legs. Be like, "This is $100." And after that, I'm like, "Well, that was the appetizer round. Now let's go and do what I was." Really
Oh, so you eating the fat and stuff on house money?
I'm familiar with the
Oh
buffet.
yeah, I'm just.
Well, hang on. Can you guys enlighten? Maybe I
But,
don't eat. Like, can you guys enlighten me on strategy?
Well, strategy? Yeah, you pick
I'm
the
gonna
less
break
filling
even
things
and-
first, but also the expensive things.
Okay. So what's
I'm gonna
on
get
the-
my money quick. and
on.
then I'm gonna go eat what I really wanted to eat. That might be cheaper for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I love fried chicken, but I don't ever hit that first.
No, fuck no. Yeah. Oh, you have. Oh, there's a guy back there making handmade sushi. All right, cool. Let me. I need some of that same. I need you to sprinkle, fill that full of crab, not the crab stick. No. That crab that's wiggling
Just
back
pour
there,
the
put him
sashimi
in
on my
there.
plate.
Yeah.
So anything goes at these buffets?
Yeah.
Yes. That's why it's called buffet. You just walk up and the one at the Mirage.
Pay a nominal
is
fee
fucking
and you
killer.
graze.
Okay. What's the
one-
best thing that's
It's
been
like
on
a
a
feeding
buffet?
trough.
Dude, so
depends. Them ones
the
in
one at
Vegas
the
are
Mirage
amazing.
looks like a fucking stadium, and like there's just signs up in the sky that is like barbecue over here, and you're like, man, I ain't gonna have Vegas barbecue, but there's a motherfucker there with a smoker, and the smoke is being ported outside,
Yeah.
like it's real.
Literally,
it's real
they
shit.
went
like,
to Beaumont and just kidnapped some dude
And said,
took
"Come
him,
out here and
he's
kill."
chained to a smoker in
yeah,
Vegas.
it's a
For the buffet.
it's a black dude. It's a
Had to
black
move
dude
the
with a
little
greasy
Chinese
apron.
girl.
Black dude with a greasy apron and 3 teeth. Like I was living in Texas 3 months ago. They pay good out here. Like, bro, they don't fuck around. And it's
That's why everybody's name tag says where they're from instead of their name.
yep.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and it's because like you said, they're trying to outdo the person next door.
Yeah.
So if they
Who's
have,
charging the exact same price?
yeah, so if they have somebody doing shitty Vegas barbecue, second that goes on Yelp, people are gonna be like, oh, well, you can just
Well,
go
we're staying at the Wynn.
over to the Wynn, and the guy at the Wynn, he fucking makes great fucking barbecue. The new Hilton, the Grand Resort or whatever, Queez Blood Brothers is in their food court.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I'm walking towards it because I wanted to go see the fucking sphere, so I was cutting through that bitch. I look over, and there's Queez's face just sitting there on a photo holding up a place of barbecue, and I took a picture of it. I go, guess where the fuck I am? And he was like, oh, yeah, you just found out about that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. But, yeah, no, they came to Houston. They were looking for someone from Texas, and Quee had won all those awards here. So it's like, oh, we got an award-winning barbecue guy in Texas. We want him in this new casino. Yeah, dude, they do not fuck around.
Have you been to the Sphere?
I've not been in. I was gonna go.
Can you get tickets to see
You
something?
can, but they expensive as fuck. And well, when I was there, the residency was U2.
I don't, bro. I'll go see you too.
You
I
go
don't
see
care.
whatever.
I'll go see.
I
I'll
saw
go
that
see.
the Beatles love show they were doing.
That's
for
Cirque du
the
Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
And man, that was
That's arguably one of the best.
fantastic.
So
man.
they-
I had like a 200 milligram Percocet. I took
So
that
you know they have a
Percocet,
Michael
went there
Jackson
and watched
one,
that shit. That was one of the that was fantastic.
You know they have a Michael Jackson one, right?
I know I wanted to see the Elvis one, but they discontinued it
trap
before I
wanna
got
see
drugs.
I want to see the Michael Jackson one.
to listen to the Beatles. Blackbird.
I went and saw one of the best shows I saw in Vegas was Absinthe, and it's one of those circus shows, but it's
Yeah, I see it.
hosted by a man-woman like comedy like roast duo.
Rich
Like-
Voss, Bonnie McFarlane. No, fucking.
No, they're
We
funny.
sleep in
The-
separate beds, but we work together.
Yeah.
They it's an extraordinary. They spend a half hour basically watching everybody from backstage, and
Oh,
then when
okay.
they come out, they've got it. I mean, they were doing this. It's what you know all the 2-man hosted comedy shows you see now.
Right.
They were doing this 10 years ago.
Gotcha.
And it's exceptional. And the show takes place in like a one ring that's about 8 feet wide. So everything that happens inside this little. It's just a cool ass
Yeah.
show. And I got so damn stoned before that show. I remember because it's like this big courtyard. You're just out there hanging out, and there's circus people, and it's crazy. I remember I just had this joint, and I was standing out there. I smoked the whole thing. By the time I got in there, it was just me by myself, and then circus stuff starts happening.
Right.
And man, it was the most blissfully terrifying, wonderful, a little scary. What's happening? Okay, we're better now. All right, start the show. Okay, cool. I can relax.
That's
moment.
the other trippy thing about Vegas because it is desert, and man, it gets dark. The temperature changes drastically,
Instantly.
like
Yeah.
quick.
What are we talking?
Like
Cold or hot?
Cold.
from
It drops like
100
40
to
degrees,
60,
bro.
You know,
It drops like 40 degrees in an hour.
In like
Yeah.
an hour
Yeah.
and 30
Oh,
minutes.
you've
man.
never been in like a nighttime desert.
No,
Have we not done a desert tour?
Yeah, Kenya didn't do that. It was too humid
only
there.
You're on the
but-
equator there.
But Dubai did it. I mean, not Dubai. Djibouti did
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
it. And
you told
Niger
me.
was like that. Niger was kind of like that.
Nigeria is like that, yeah.
When there's no humidity. You whistling? No. What's whistling?
That sounds
that
like
chick you can't control.
sounds like jungle noises.
Hang on.
Wait, he's got to tell her this. Yeah.
Hey Google, stop.
Yeah. Because we kept saying jungle. We kept saying jungle fucking. And so she started playing jungle noises.
Oh my god.
Fuck! I'm fucking to that later. Oh my.
Oh my
So for
god.
those of you who listening who just caught
Yo,
on,
I'm fucking
in
to
the
that
background
later.
with chicken just
There
alerted
was a
us.
toucan.
That was the
toucans.
jungle without the fucking.
Yeah, here's the weird part. Y'all don't know what y'all have done to my Spotify recommendations for the next month.
Yeah, wait till it gets to David Allen Coe.
Oh shit!
Get down, get down.
That's
You're about to learn about a whole different kind of hurricane.
jungle fucking.
Every
boogie
song's
boogie.
got jungle in it. This is,
Ain't that wild?
We got fun and
If they
games.
played David Allen Coe, you like, oh, I'm coming hard. Like,
Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I'm like coming so hard to this word.
oh man.
That's probably my favorite thing about fucking white girls. I like to fuck them to like really hood shit. Like I do. I'll put on like Trick Daddy. Fuck this shit.
Gangsta
Uh-huh.
Nip.
Okay,
really-
what's
I
up?
know you. I know you put on
That's the
college
funniest
football
shit
so they
ever.
cry.
Oh yeah, I know you like that. But that's my favorite shit. It's just hood ass shit. They don't know what's happening.
What the fuck happened? I love Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy was great.
He did all the drugs.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. He put
Trick
on-
love the kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
I gotta
Who
tell
did I
you this.
just mention? Go ahead. Go.
My parents went to Vegas for like their one of the anniversaries, one of the years, right? And my mom called me crying in Vegas. She called me crying in Vegas, and I'm like, hey, Mom, what's up? She's like, your dad is ruining the trip. I go, what's going on? What's happening? She goes, he's ruining the trip. He doesn't want to leave the room. So he didn't want to leave the room. So I go, all right. So she was like, can you talk to him, blah, blah, blah. I call him. I say, hey, Dad, what's going on? I'm not getting on to you, but Mom's like upset.
Right.
She's saying, you're ruining the trip. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, she said you don't want to leave the room. I'm like, what's going on? Why you don't want to leave the room? He was like, man, I don't want to end up stuck out here. Because he saw the fucking guys with the paper.
hook
My
up
dad
in
used
there.
to pimp. He like, man, I feel tempted, son. I'm in the room praying. That's what I'm doing.
They got a
It
Bible
is.
in the stand by the bed, Dad.
But he saw, he was like, I could be back out here. I get 4-5 minutes. He was just like running through the whole thing. But yeah,
It's like what happens when an old comic walks into an open mic.
What?
I got the itch. Yeah.
I got a friend who was a gambling addict who like nearly cost himself everything with it, and now he owns a tattoo shop, and he has to go to the conventions out there. And he's like, I was like, so what do you do? He goes, I lock myself in the room.
Oh my God.
He goes, I do not go out. I don't do
Wow,
anything.
yeah.
I stay in the room,
Damn.
watch pay-per-view.
Yeah, he was like,
See,
my
I think
dad.
that's why I love
he ain't wanna
Vegas so
leave.
much is because I'm the worst kind of gambler. Like, you know, motherfuckers be like, I'm down 300, but I'll get it back. Like, if I
Okay.
put
I'm down
$100,
100. I'm done.
no, if I put
$200 is
$100
mine.
in a slot machine, when I have 80, cash out.
Oh, okay.
I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I go straight Jewish when I gamble, bro. Like that was 2 drinks. Fuck you.
I'm gonna be
I'm
honest.
out.
That's not gambling.
Yeah.
That's literally just spending.
That's just buying drinks. That's just
not gambling, okay? Bro, this is the thing, and I'm glad you in shape, but you gambled for a long time. The whiskey, the fucking white women, the fucking eating. You know what I mean?
I do. In 2005, I remember.
And you just tapped out at fucking. Yeah.
No, I'm like I don't. So that's why like I love Vegas. I go out there. I'm like, oh yeah, I left. I
Say
made
whose
money.
bit that is. You don't have to talk in code.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm down.
It's mine. I said it about Jerry. That was
Yeah.
my-
About Jerry.
He
Okay.
said-
Okay.
That's why he
he
quit
said it,
cocaine.
That's why he quit cocaine. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because me and him are hanging out with Ralphie,
Uh-huh.
and Ralphie goes, "Hey man, we're gonna go to the casino. You want to go to the casino with us?" And I was like, "No man, I don't really like to gamble."
Gotcha.
And Slade goes, "You're 250 pounds. You do cocaine every night. You tell me you don't gamble."
Exactly. Yeah.
Go to the go.
And I
fucking
went back
place.
to my hotel room, my little package, and I was like, "Man, I don't even want to do this shit now."
Should've
I mean, I
got-
did it, but I was mad the whole time.
Should just gone
I
to
didn't
play
enjoy
cards.
it.
Yeah.
man.
Exactly. But you don't like to. You can't.
I play poker, but I don't consider playing poker gambling. Like
Okay.
if I'm playing against you, I don't consider it gambling. I'm playing against the fucking casino.
casino,
That's
yeah.
what the funny thing is, I can lose at a poker table and have all my money go to another person and still walk away going, I had fun.
Yeah.
When this rich ass casino that's got tigers
Gets my
locked up
money.
over there and I gave them money, I'm like, this is a bunch of bullshit.
Gotcha.
So
I like blackjack. That's my.
that's why I could stay out in Vegas for a month at a time, and I'm like, I spent just as much as I would have if I would have been in Houston. Actually, I probably spent
shit,
less because I go to the buffet. I eat once a day, and I eat 500 pounds of food. So I'm like, I'm.
But you got 4 stomachs like a cow.
And also, okay, shit. I'm not gonna tell y'all exactly what my hack is because if anybody sees, I don't want it to fucking go. There are certain bars in Vegas that do this shit where they're like, hey, you pay $30 at the door, we give you a wristband, and as long as you've got your wristband and you keep your cup, it's free draft beer all night. So you pay $30 for free draft beer all night. Well, think about Vegas. You can just walk around with your drink. You don't have to stay in the bar. So what I'll do, their trick will be like a plastic Solo cup. So you break that motherfucker, whatever, you owe them another $30, right? So what I do is I'll just go somewhere. I'll have a couple of beers there, and then I'll find somewhere, usually in that bar, and stash the cup. And then I'll just go hang out other places. I stashed the cup in this one bar. I went and saw Mike Tyson's spoken word show.
Oh shit! You got to see Undisputed.
Dude,
Okay.
and not the televised shit.
Okay,
This was
the raw one.
because the televised one that was scripted.
Yeah.
He was out there doing a residency in Vegas, and he just walked out and was like
doing it.
He was gonna say whatever the fuck he felt like he was gonna say, and he went very, very in depth to like how DMT changed his life, and and he was like, it's.
But did he quote David Allen Coe?
No. I mean, I wish he would have, because I would have loved to see David Allen Coe trying to get those royalties.
Right.
Hey, you owe me money. Yeah, you and Don King both, motherfucker.
Come get it.
He did quote. He said, "Up against the raw, redneck." Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so I went and saw his whole show. It got out, and then I was like, man, what do y'all want to do? Oh, hang on. I got to run back by this bar real quick. And so I ran in there, just picked my cup up, walked up, was like, I need you to fill that. Have about 2-3 more beers, and then go stash that cup somewhere. So yeah, I do Vegas cheap because I'm not sitting at those fucking
You
tables.
should tell these people what bars to do.
No, because
Tell 'em.
no. Here's why. Okay. My sister takes cruises a lot. Okay, and these fucking assholes on TikTok, because on cruise ships you can't bring on your own booze because they jack that fucking shit up, right? So everybody's got tricks about how they get their own booze on.
All right, well,
Or
hang on. What
weed.
Can we talk about the top 3? These are for our fans. Let these people know how to sneak shit
I'll
on the
tell you,
cruises.
it's all gone. Because everybody on TikTok is doing it for views, and these cruise companies are just watching, going, "Oh,
Now we know how to
Well,
stop that.
because they would let you
ruin
bring
everything.
on." They would let you bring on sodas and non-alcoholic shit. So motherfuckers were like, okay, you just buy a 12-pack of Coca-Cola and you leave 3 Cokes on the outside, but you stuff the inside full of beer, and you just get a glue stick and you glue that cardboard back down. And motherfuckers are putting that shit all on TikTok. And now when you get on cruises, they open your fucking 12-packs.
Ooh, so now we got to build labels for our beer cans.
And bro, and they're giving away...
I thought he was about to tell us some story
Ain't
with
no
a syringe and
slave,
shit.
bro.
Like,
Listen, this podcast will end with us having 12 new ways to sneak shit onto a cruise ship because I believe in the cause.
Yeah, I got you.
There's that one, and then they were talking about the cork and stuff because you can bring a bottle
I'm
of
not cutting you
wine.
off, but we're coming back to fix all of these.
Okay.
You can bring a bottle of wine, right? And so they were like, uncork the bottle, fill the bottle of wine with fucking whiskey, and then they have machines that can recork them out. But now they can look in to see if the cork has been tampered with, and they're like, you can't bring that on. They have.
Wait, how can you?
but they're
look
not
at-
checking protein powder, are they?
They are now,
that
dick.
Well, just don't do it for views. Fucking idiots.
No, I got my content for tomorrow. No, let's go.
This is
going in the
brilliant, though.
wrecking
Do you
yard.
know how much Hypnotic looks like Scope?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
wrong.
yeah.
Who
Oh,
the
yeah.
all right, slave. But, I mean, you got to really, first of all, you got to be an alcoholic from 03.
Alcoholic from 03 would just drink regular Scope.
Yeah, I go.
The old school alcoholic I know would not replace
I
it
don't
with
think
anything.
so.
No, it'll do.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, that could pass for Listerine.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Fuck that. You know how much Absolute
sure
looks like
Pabst-
Avion? It's fucking. That's the oldest reason. But now they searching that shit.
But how do
everybody
you-
like,
how do
here's
they-
how you get it on. Here's how you get it on.
How do they check a water bottle?
Well, the thing is, I think what they're going to start doing is just saying you can't bring them on anymore.
Yeah, that's
And
what
so-
that'll be the next
Because
step.
they're just like well, we know what y'all are doing.
Nothing more
so
than
you can't
3
bring 'em on
ounces.
anymore.
But how do you stop someone from carrying water with them? That's the part that even the airports, you can't bring your water. It's $9 on the other side,
Yeah.
but you can't bring your water. And I'm
Yeah.
like, but I depend on this.
Right.
To be
It's
alive.
like medicine.
Yeah.
I need it every day to live.
So
And they
you know,
still
do you
take it
know
away.
Maybe that was
the?
a myth. Maybe water was a myth.
Do you know that you can?
Maybe that's the boat part. The boats were real. The water was fake.
The
If you
water
have
was
one of those
bullshit.
insulated jugs, do you know that they will not stop you if it's frozen?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
If
Oh, because it's a solid.
it's a solid.
You can't fuck with me if it's solid.
So
Okay, but that seems more deadly on the plane.
Right?
Yeah,
yeah, I can
can
club the shit out of you with that.
If I
water.
if I had a cylinder that was made of concrete,
Yes, I'm hijacking the plane. If I got a frozen water,
100%.
this bitch is going into
with
a
a
new
handle?
But see, I always have that thing full of fucking ice water, and so I'll do that shit. I'll show up at the airport, put my fingers over there, dump it out, keep my ice, and then I'll go through, and then on the other side they have that fill thing, and I still got ice water. They will not stop your ice.
How cold do you have to get it to freeze vodka?
That's the thing. I've stuck vodka in the freezer, and it doesn't freeze.
Nuh-uh.
That's why, and that might be why they allow
'cause
it.
you stuck it in the freezer. At some point, it freezes. Vodka has a freezing
Yeah,
temperature.
you got to stick it in a styrofoam box with some fucking dry ice.
I don't
and
know.
flash freeze it.
Whatever they use to send you to the future. What the dry ice,
Ray, you applying
nitroglycerin.
too much science to
I am-
not pay $12.
Liquid nitrogen. Liquid nitrogen is what you're looking for. You fucking.
Don't you tell me how to get shit into an airport. I bet you nitroglycerin will get me through security faster than.
Oh no! I bet it
it'll get you
doesn't.
somewhere.
fucker.
It'll get your ass.
I'll just throw
Make
it
sure
down
you
real
put.
fast.
Make sure you write TNT on the outside.
I tell you what.
Bro, we might all end up in Valhalla, but
You walk through with nitroglycerin, I'm gonna walk right behind you with a case of vodka, and I bet I get my ass crazy.
Bro, you could walk through carrying tray after that.
Yeah, bro.
Shit.
how cold do we have to get it?
They're gonna be like, "What you got in your bag? Drugs and Mexicans?" They're gonna be like, "You go through the nitroglycerin
Yeah.
guy. We got a problem."
I love they won't let you bring water, but they mistook me for Slade.
What are
They
the
looked right at a picture of him and looked at me and went, all right.
white dude with it? One, the dude working security was black, and you know my stance on people being able to tell other races apart.
He struggled.
White dude with a beard, white dude with a beard. Not struggled, he let you the fuck through.
I'm not even finna. He gained weight.
What's the official rule on airport security? Like what can you bring? Like, is it just state of matter?
I think
Like
it's
solid
just. I think
liquid
it's
gas?
just.
ounces.
It's
to
all
it.
liquids.
something, right?
The liquids are what's got to be.
It's like
is the only
3.4
thing I
ounces
think
of
that's
For
fluid.
liquids.
Yeah.
But what is it on a solid? Nothing. You can just bring anything
Nothing.
you want.
I don't
Anything
think-
that fits in your carry-on.
Yeah.
And
Or
a
fits on
gas,
your-
can you bring a balloon? Can you
I
bring a
bet they
big?
would not let you do that.
I
What
bet,
has anyone ever brought balloons through an airport?
I bet if a little kid had a balloon
Slade,
tied to
I
a
would
wrist,
love for you to walk.
Maybe.
they probably
Someone
like,
tell me-
and it's just vodka.
I've never seen it. I've never seen anyone go through an airport with a balloon.
I haven't either. I bet they wouldn't let you.
I don't know if they let you or not, but there's no rule on
like,
gases.
hey, dog.
And then two,
Oh, you shooting a new Joker? Get the fuck out of here with these fucking balloons.
where does peanut butter fall?
What are you putting?
That's
in
a solid.
peanut butter?
Is it?
What are you
I
putting
would
in
think
there?
so.
I'm
Is
asking.
peanut butter a solid? Because
I
I
would
use
think
beer
so.
bomb,
Now
and they
you see
call
my
that
dilemma.
a liquid.
What if I bring
It
a
has
jug?
to meet the liquid requirements.
If these two are already fighting over it, you know some motherfuckers that care about it are going to fight over it.
What are you
Right.
going to bring?
I'm talking about TSA agents.
Yeah.
More than 3 ounces of peanut butter
Yeah.
in
Well-
a balloon to make the argument funnier.
Yeah.
In a balloon.
Okay, now the
Well, they're going
bunch
to
of
think
peanut.
that's heroin.
I was about to
You're
say,
gonna
bunch
go
of peanut butter
prison.
in a balloon. Yeah, you
I
getting
didn't say,
stopped.
I did not say how I was carrying it.
Oh, you're not
Wait,
putting it in
what
your
the
butt? I just assumed.
No, I'm putting it right. I'm putting it right in.
That's heroin.
I'm putting it next
The
to
only
my
time I've
laptop.
seen balloons at the airport, they came out of butts.
I'm putting putting it next to my laptop and running it through the.
Okay.
That's getting flagged. That looks like a balloon full of heroin.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, but once they stop and check,
Once they find out it's just peanut butter.
Well, I
Wait,
don't
what
think
is
they
it?
taste test it. I think they send it off to a lab while they hold you.
okay, sure, but then once it comes back, fine.
Yeah, a week later, I guess you get on your plane with
With
your
my peanut butter.
balloon.
It's principle, Jerry.
Actually, you know what? You know what?
As long as it's less than 3 ounces.
I don't think like plastic explosives and shit. They probably won't allow peanut butter.
Yeah,
I don't think they would allow
It
it.
looks a little C4y.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay, frozen peanut
I
butter.
feel like I shouldn't have even said that word.
frozen peanut butter. I think
I should
that
not
should
look
work.
like me and sound like me and even say
What did
C4.
you say?
No, you shouldn't even
I just
play
got
bingo.
put on a no-fly
You
list.
should.
No, when you say it, people think it's a car part.
Oh, I can change that last
Ah, see, your C4's C4's blown out. That's what's wrong with you.
year. C40 below.
Or it's a family member. You got C4 if you want to get that shit done.
Wow.
You say TNT, they're like, yeah, I like ACDC too. No one thinks you're a terrorist, Jerry. They think you hate terrorists. They
Well, the certain colored terrorist.
yeah. They stomp my flag, I'll stomp your ass. You're that crowd. Yeah, that,
Insurrection.
I think the rule for whether or not you're a terrorist should be how many syllables you put in the word terrorist.
Yeah. Yeah, we could tell how
if you do
patriotic-
it-
I don't know if you know there's a U in tur.
I'm just saying, if you say it in 2 syllables, you're on our side.
boy, because George W. Bush, when he was president, war on terror.
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 He said
That
terror with
muff-
1
a
syllable
woman.
and terrorist with 2.
Yeah.
Terrorist.
No, that was TURST, terrorist.
Terrorist.
So wait,
Yep.
what else? You had some more shit.
We're sneaking
You have
stuff
some
on a
more
cruise ship,
hacks,
Sam.
yeah.
What is the best that fuck TikTok?
Oh, no, that
we
was
know
that-
that
that was
not
what they
every
did.
we know that not every Indian security guard on a cruise ship, they're not all Indian, but they're all Indian,
Gotcha.
is not watching TikTok. So what are the things that they could do that still might work?
Oh, I don't know about that. I didn't sneak booze on cruise ships. Because I was crew, and in crew bar the booze is like $1 a shot. It's more expensive for me to buy Jack at a liquor store than it was to buy in crew bar. Why the fuck was I gonna bring more expensive booze onto a ship? That was stupid.
That's fair.
Fuck that. So yeah, I don't know any of them. I didn't need to.
Yeah, I
The
didn't know.
motherfuckers who were paying $17 for a shot of Jack,
They started
were the
figuring it
ones
out.
coming up without to fucking get the shit across the border. I was like, no, I'll drink here.
I mean, don't shampoo bottles still work?
They did until you said that.
I was about to say, that's
No.
how I drank whiskey in Iraq.
That's how I drink with the Australians in Iraq.
That's how I drank it at Boy Scout camp. Are you fucking kidding me?
But it still had a little shampoo in it. You know?
I had 2 bottles of shampoo. One was for drinking, one was for drinking off.
Jack Daniels.
You can still taste the shampoo when y'all were doing that?
Not
Bro.
in Iraq, no. They had rinsed them bottles good. They had, when I went to Sather Air Force Base in Baghdad, they had, because the Air Force does like most of the shipping. They're like the truckers of the military. Basically, they do all the moving and everything, all the cargo. So they had these giant pallets. Remember those big waters that were like this, water bottles that were like this big around and this tall? So they had giant pallets of those. And then on the second pallet in the middle was like 4 bottles filled with other stuff.
We did.
And so, like, literally, we did our show at Sather Air Force Base, and they immediately broke. They're like, "Hey, you like?" I was like, "I like Jack Daniels." They're like, "Here." They brought me the bottle, and we all
When we were
broke
in
down at Sather.
the first time I played Djibouti, this was 2008. It's a fucked. It was lines. It was
Yeah, I
nothing.
remember.
It was terrible. And these dudes, it was Marines at the time, and I remember them coming. We did 2 shows. The first show afterwards, they go, "What do you like to drink?" And I said, "Jameson." And they go, "Okay." And then the next night, they came banging on our doors. We were staying in those little clues, those little railroad cars. And the dude, I opened the door, and he's there, and he goes, "All right, man, we're meeting in this compartmentalized unit."
No, that was after 08. We were at a tent.
This wasn't you. I was with This was like 09. I was with Barnhart and Brian.
So we went
Bruner.
down when I came? Was it like a downgrade
then
to a
this is
tent?
after you. So,
Yeah.
No. So we did tents and then compartment. So this might have been 2010.
Yeah, it
Okay.
had to be.
We were, yeah. So whatever.
Because
Same here.
they kept turning the AC off us, and we
We were in tents. We're in these units. It's a railroad car. So the dude knocks on the door. He tells us the railroad car to go to. So he goes, "Just show up there at 10." We show up at 10, and these dudes have the run set up with the guys at security. So one dude with a duffel bag runs it through, and it's got all the liquors in it, like 20, 30 bottles. But they get it through security. And he goes, here's the only rule. We're not allowed to have this on base, so everything's got to be gone tonight.
Oh my God.
So I was like, well, who else is drinking Jameson? He's like, you.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, he's like, so you know you got to kill the bottle. And then these dudes played Hammerhead from Offspring. They were listening to like, it was just.
Oh yeah, I remember.
That's the way
that.
they
I
did it
wasn't
still.
on that tour because
Yeah.
you came back and you were like, I thought they would hate that song. They love that song.
Because it's just a song about them being hammerheads. And it's
Okay.
just all.
No,
So
no.
they're playing that on repeat. And we're all just drinking straight out of the bottle. And there's like 20 dudes in a 6 by 8 foot container car.
Yeah.
That was one of the drunkest nights I've ever been in my whole damn life.
No jungle.
That night we were with the Colombians.
But we sweat.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
in
in
North
Niger-
Camp
Oh, in Egypt.
with the Colombians at their little bar,
I'm
and
gonna
I
pour
go,
another
they
shot
go, what do
for
you
him.
like to drink? I go whiskey, and the guy just handed me a bottle of Jack Daniels. And we were in the Colombians bar on the base. It looked like a Mexican food restaurant in Houston. The
It
way
was like
built.
being
It
in a
was like
cantina.
we went into like a Casa Olay and started getting lit.
So
Flags hanging.
so he had the
They were singing David Allen Coe at the Colombians that night in that bar because I looked at Slade and I go, we are lit at 3 a.m. in Egypt singing David Allen Coe with a bunch of Colombians.
Oh my God.
It's a
And
goddamn
they
cool
played
moment.
it. They played it. It wasn't us.
It was
so
a cool
you
moment.
have the Djibouti thing, the like you got to drink that bottle tonight. Y'all, you were there, but
Hang
you
on,
was a
that's
cool-
not a cool moment?
It was a cool moment.
That's
bro.
not a cool moment.
And then we had to find
You're
our
right.
way
Just
through the
all
base
be-
back to our
You
bunk.
sitting in.
Singing jungle fucking or whatever.
No, we're
No,
not
no.
singing the racist songs. We're singing the happy songs.
And like you never know
Okay.
you never call my name or whatever.
The,
Oh, all right. I
the hacky
apologize.
shit. And we're
I'm
singing it
sorry.
with Columbia. We're
They were
not
playing all
that's
kind of
great.
country
No,
music.
that's
That's
We
what
weren't
they
all
were
like,
doing.
well, we can get by with it. It's
Yeah,
Columbia.
That's what I picture. That is exactly what I picture. You like, well, we were. Well, look how his voice went
This
up
is
when
why
he
we're
said it.
ending the podcast. Because this is what he thinks of us.
How did he say it?
Finish your story.
we went to Qatar, and
No, I was just excited because it tied in. I was just-
It didn't sound like that. Didn't it sound like that? No,
Pour him another shot, too.
Ugh, just-
we went to
I'm gonna
Qatar.
do the double.
And when we were in Qatar, I went to Toronto
Will you do
before.
one with us? We got to do one.
So I had to wrap up my shows in Toronto, and then I was gonna meet them in Qatar. Okay, we got a good friend, Chuck Noseworthy, in Toronto.
I know this.
You know the story. So Chuck always, if we're in Toronto, he gives us bottles of booze, right? And I have been in trouble before because the bottle of booze never makes it back to the podcast. So Chuck brings us this JP Wise. I only did it like twice, but
JP Weiser's Desiderata. It's not just the regular shit.
oh, this is an expensive
It's a good bottle.
bottle of whiskey, okay? And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be the asshole this time because I've already gotten. I'm like, no, I'm making it. This is. I promise you, Chuck. This is gonna make it back to Houston. So I finish Toronto. I go to Ottawa. I pack up. That bottle's in my bag. I fly. I meet these motherfuckers in Amsterdam, and I told them I was like, hey, by the way, Chuck gave us a really awesome bottle of whiskey, man. I can't wait to show you this motherfucker. It's like, we're
Hey,
going
man.
to Qatar, and I was like, so? He was like, dry country, illegal. And I'm like, dude, the bag is checked. Like, I can't even go get it out of the bag. And Slade's like, just tell him you didn't
Play
know,
dumb.
do whatever. But he's like, whatever happens, right? So here's the thing. Everybody on the tour is carry-on only. I'm always a check bag motherfucker.
The big
right?
red bag?
It was a big red bag. It was a big red bag.
Clifford the big red bag.
Yeah.
So we fucking get off. We all got to go to bags claim and wait on my slow ass, right? I get my bag. I'm walking with it. And when you get there, there's a scanner that you got to throw your bags on. You run it through, and they do the x-ray or whatever. Slade, Laura, Brendan, BC are all in there. They all throwing bags on. I just walk right behind them. The dude is watching them, making sure, no, you have to throw every bag. Talking to Laura like your purse. You have to throw every bag. You have to throw. And while he's bitching at them,
Once I know you paying attention to something else, the magician in me is like,
I just-
what about my laptop, sir?
Yeah.
yeah, I just walk right behind them and don't put the bag on. And by the time their shit is scanning, I'm outside smoking.
Hey, do I have to put this in the security thing? Does this have to go in the... What about... Can I wear my jacket? It's just...
No, like when they got
Sir,
those,
sir, put your stuff. Hurry, sir. Hurry. Yeah, I'm hurrying. Okay.
do I need to take my shoes off?
All kind of dope.
Whole time Slade's talking to the dude, he's behind his back going,
Yeah.
and I just go, bro. When they got done scanning, they go out to meet the guy who's meeting us. I am literally outside. I am outside with a cigarette, and they're like, "Oh yeah, so I thought there were 5 of y'all." And even Slade already knew. Slade like, if we walk out that door, I guarantee you, he's standing right there. And I'm just sitting there with his bag, like, we got to go. And so we get to the hotel. And as soon as we get there, I called BC, Brittany, everybody, come to my room
Right
now. And they were like, "What? We don't have a show tonight." Whoop. Drink this now.
Same
Yeah.
rule.
And then
we gotta kill
We
it.
gotta kill a bottle.
And then we put it in the trash bag, and Brendan and I beat the shit out of it to where it was just glass powder because we didn't want housekeeping to even find the bottle in the room. We were like,
Nobody wants to go to Middle Eastern jail.
no.
You know what I mean? That's just that's a rule. I got
Right. Yeah,
in
that's
my
pretty
life.
universal. I think that's pretty
a-
universal.
They're gonna be like, we
It's
have
like,
an
it's
American.
like, man, somebody in the hotel had to be rude to you. I would have gone and sat at front of their door.
Oh fuck!
That guy was a dick on the elevator. That Russian, I'd
There
have
were at
thrown
least
that
2
fucker.
sultans in that
I'd have
area.
thrown that Russian in Egypt under the bus so
Yeah.
bad. He turned my back on the whole country.
You
What?
liked
It was
Russia
a
before
Russian-
that?
Well, I was sort of ambivalent,
was
you
big.
know.
You had a Russian guy in Egypt that was a fucking dick.
We were in we were on the Sinai, so we were
Sharm
like
el-Sheikh.
Sharm el Sheikh, which is
It's like their destined Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we had an Egyptian in Yemen that saved our fucking life.
that dude.
The Egyptian people were pretty, except for that one airport, that one dude. Boy, he was
Which
first class. Is when we landed in Cairo and we were switching planes. You know what I'm talking about. It was kind of late at night, and
Yeah.
that dude was a prick.
They're
man.
out. They're out there. We got saved.
He was nice as fuck to Lisa, but the rest of us three, he was a shithead.
Generally, how it goes.
Damn.
Sam, when we were in Yemen, which we shouldn't have been in Yemen.
This was 08.
This was like literally no
This was
American should have been
on the
flying.
way to Djibouti.
And why so? I'm
Because
clueless.
this was so Osama bin Laden and a lot of Al Qaeda like that. He's from Yemen.
Osama
They
bin
were
Laden.
a lot.
the millionaire.
Yes.
I'm like, I know what else he did.
He was also involved. He
know
dropped the
his other
9/11 record.
Yeah,
he
okay.
was.
I know
You
his
know what
other
I'm talking
plans.
about.
He dropped this the same day as Jay-Z.
Yeah, it was.
Jay-Z
It,
dropped the blueprint on
that was
9/11.
that was
And he dropped
that was,
2 towers. It
Yeah,
was,
he
it
dropped-
was-
I got you.
that-
Yeah. It was a release day.
that was the biggest. That's the biggest diss track ever.
Yeah.
That was.
Take that, Kendrick.
That was bigger than Drake and Kendrick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny as shit.
I'm just
gonna
gonna ride in the passenger seat for this one.
No, so what's happening?
We were so Yemen just it's not a it's a scary place to be.
Okay.
And we were working for a company at the time. It was like if you worked for me and I didn't work for AFE.
Gotcha.
Right? If I wasn't contracted through the Department of Defense, if I had just booked these because I called
We're going.
bases and
Yeah.
was like, I got a contract. And then once I got the contract, I was like, well, what's the cheapest way I can get the people I'm sending from A to B? Well, we'll fly them through Yemen. And you go, well, that's on a watch list. That must be why the flight's $27.
But hey, but a deal is a deal.
Right?
Fuck
2 flights.
that.
We'll cover the baggage.
5 hours.
We were in Yemen for 5 hours. And
On a layover?
Yeah. And Sam pulled his camera out and was videotaping shit.
Okay.
And nobody was happy with it. So the dude came over to yell at us in non-American. And we didn't really know what they were yelling, but they were yelling. And then they would move us from one place to another. And this Egyptologist dude, like Indiana Jones motherfucker, hat, jacket, little Chinese
Bag
kid in
full
his
of
pocket,
artifacts?
all of it.
Yeah.
Comes over and he starts yelling something in Arabic, and then these dudes say something. He says something to us in English, and then he says something in another language, and then he walks and he's like, it happens all the time. You guys just stay here with us.
He's like, you two come with me and stay with me.
It was like that crazy operator dude we met that had his consulting business
Oh, yeah,
or
that
whatever
guy.
the hell.
That guy.
But the dude, we heard him speak 4 different languages, and I'm talking like he looked like Chad from Katie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you
Like
mean, yeah.
just clean cut polo shirt, some Dockers.
Had multiple languages down and was
And didn't mind yelling at a motherfucker in Arabic
Yeah.
about some free
Well, that's the
cereal
only
or
way they
something.
speak it.
Yeah, You ever tried whispering in Arabic? There's no whispering in Arabic.
Nigga, what you say?
Trey, we landed in Djibouti, and they were like, "How was the
From
flight?"
Yemen?
Yeah, because that was our layover. They were like, "How was the flight?" Because they thought that we got laid over in Amsterdam, like
a
everybody
civilized
else.
human.
They're like, "How was the flight?" We were like, "It was great, except for the layover." They're like, "Oh, you didn't like Amsterdam?" I'm like, "Nah, man, we were in Yemen." And fucking Marines were like, "The fuck were y'all doing there?" They're like, "No, hell no, we wouldn't know. Hell no, you're not supposed to be there." But everybody was like, "How the fuck did y'all get here?"
Yeah.
And then not only how the fuck did we get there, I checked the fucking bag, and I was like, "There's no fucking way."
It's
whatever.
coming. It's at, yeah.
Dude, we walk
that
out
Lone
the
Wolf?
first bag off the fucking plane. It just comes out. I was
They
like,
got me
"Oh,
lost too. They lost me in the wrong country
Because it was run by there was savages. I tried to get a boarding pass printed in Yemen, and they had a printer from 1974 that you had to put. Remember that paper you had to put in? It had to
With the
tear
holes.
you had to tear the edges off.
Tear the edges off.
You had to index the little thing, and it had the little strips.
That's how they gave me my boarding pass.
And it was 4 thick.
So,
It was in Republic.
so how? So y'all get
Quadruplicate.
on the plane. This I'm very curious about.
On the plane.
All right.
I'm on the plane. One, my armrest comes off. Off.
Yeah, you can't. Well, you know. Anyway.
Off. Two, the dude behind me is screaming on his cell phone. Blah, 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 whatever. In there. He's yelling. I got my window up. The dude,
You have to wait. The shade.
the shade.
Okay, I didn't know what kind of plane this was.
A biplane. That's all
Roll
they
the
can
window
afford.
down so you can have a cigarette. I wasn't smoking that day. I went ahead and put the window.
I had to sit in the gun seat.
Yeah. Okay.
Still called a
shoot-
window.
And shoot through the propeller.
Yeah. Couple more shots.
This
You hit
guy
hard on everything.
is yelling behind me, and then in the pause, he reaches forward and slams my window shut.
Oh my.
And this is '08 me. This ain't Zen me.
Yeah.
And I raised that motherfucker
It's in
up.
me, still a motherfucker in the
Yeah,
airport. It's in me.
I'm like, I don't
The
know.
calm,
I'm
peaceful.
like, I haven't seen you in a while.
this
so.
calm, peaceful thing.
Well,
sitting
you
in
made
front
some
of
progress. In
He
3
still
months.
likes to argue with Middle Easterners in airports, but
because they're still wrong. This Buddhist monk you see before
Okay,
you,
okay.
this was a much hotter headed me.
Right.
He slammed that fucking window, and I raised that motherfucking window back up, and he went to put his hand back up there again, and I went to grab his fucking hand, and then I went Al Qaeda, and I just put my hand down because I was like, I don't know what the
this
fuck,
is,
but I
yeah.
know this. I'm in the wrong.
Got you.
We are in Yemeni airspace,
Yeah.
and this dude's hand is darker than mine. So nah, just nah.
What about
Bro.
you?
when I felt when
They thought you was okay.
well, dude, I get away with a lot over there if I don't talk.
Yeah.
But bro, when I felt those wheels come off the ground in Yemen, I was like, we did it.
It was a beautiful
Wow.
sunset.
Oh wait, so y'all
It was one of the most beautiful sunsets I've
I was
ever
trying to
seen.
find the
Okay.
picture because I posted a picture of the sunset out of the window. I said, "This is the sun setting over Yemen. Fuck Yemen."
Oh
that
wow.
was the caption.
But it was a beautiful sunset.
Right.
And the armrest
'Cause there's
coming off
nothing to
was a
block it.
little,
Got you.
It's a wasteland.
So I didn't know if y'all were. I didn't know. I thought the flight. How far is the flight from Yemen to?
So we were coming from Bahrain, which is a little island in the Persian Gulf. And you flexing?
He got a spider bite.
Oh. That's what I'm looking
I
out for.
did in Africa.
Every time he checks his little joints, I gotta look over and make sure he's not dying. That's for real. So there's a little island called Bahrain in the Persian Gulf, and then Yemen is like also kind of in the Persian Gulf on the southern side of Saudi Arabia. So we sort of went there, and then this way, so it's like 2 hours
They're
for one
both
flight.
quick flights.
They're easy flights, but it was a
We were in
5-hour
Yemen
layover.
longer than we were in the air.
Got you.
Nonsense.
And y'all, I thought y'all might have been scared as you're
No,
flying.
no. Once we got in the air, dude, the flight attendants were. I was so enamored by Yemeni. Like I was just in La La Land. This one girl still in my brain. 15, 16 years later.
Yeah.
Absolutely, she's imprinted.
Got you.
Man, them ladies on the Ethiopian Airlines. Were
Also-
Oh, okay.
good,
Fuck
too.
it. The
They
Ethiopian
were
women,
gorgeous,
period, bro.
man.
That is just.
And they were so
that is
nice.
walking around with a perm
Well,
boner.
we had just come off American Airlines too, where we'd been yelled at and treated like shit by the
large
stewardess.
60-year-old dudes.
Yeah. And then we get on this, and it's beautiful women, and they're so nice, and they're just like anything they can bring you, or do, it's like okay.
International travel will make you never.
Oh,
fly. When I
yeah.
got, do you
You
know
feel like a
this is the
human
first year
being.
we got to get out of here.
Okay.
I
They
told
treated us so good on Ethiopian Air, man.
I
That
told
was my
United to
shit.
fuck off. I full blown. I sent an email that actually contained the words "fuck off."
Oh, and you're Zen.
Done. Yeah, this is a call me.
This Buddhist monk told American
Let me tell you
United to fuck off.
Well, 2008 Slade would have drove up to the airport to tell them.
Or taking it from the cockpit. It was
Right.
The point
Go ahead,
is
buddy,
that
go ahead.
now, not being tied to that
Yeah.
is the most blissful. I have no loyalty to any. Put me wherever,
Whatever.
This is 3 hours of my life.
Got you.
Do what you do. Do your worst. I
Yeah.
fly Spirit and Frontier with a smile. Because at least they know they're ugly women. You know what I mean? There's no pretense there. Oh, I'm going to do you right. No, absolutely not. There's cold chicken in the fridge. I'll be asleep until morning.
Yeah.
That's what Spirit is, and I love everything about it.
Ethiopia Air, hot.
Okay.
KLM.
I don't know what that is.
KLM.
Their
Those
person
fucking-
make like $90,000 a year.
That's
Dude.
dope.
That's Dutch.
Those Dutch and German women on those fucking planes.
Those pursers speak like 7 languages, make like 96 figures a year, easy.
As soon as they turn the seatbelt sign off, I'm in the back in the galley trying to fuck. Like, I'm just like, hey, what's up? I know you don't understand a word that's coming out of my mouth. Thank God.
Yeah, right. God.
But have you
damn.
heard this David Allen ghost song?
Man, that little Dutch girl, she gave me those little porcelain Dutch clogs or whatever. My daughter still has them. I'm like, you don't know. I got those for a woman. I was trying to make your stepmama. Like,
I like the KLM when they give you the little Dutch gin and the little, the little ceramic house.
yes, sir.
They hand you a little stroop waffle.
Me and an old friend of mine, he had about 40 of them on a wall, like a thing. He was like one of my old business mentors. He was like in his 80s. And one night I got done doing all this work and stuff on his property. He goes, "You ever had Dutch gin?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so." He goes, "Fuck it, I ain't either." And I got all these bottles of it. And we just started popping the corks out of them KLM bottles and drinking them. We were lit, bro. It was a good time.
I must have eaten 1 million Stroop waffles before a flight attendant told me how you're supposed to.
Over the coffee?
Over the coffee?
Yeah,
Bro, I
she
just did
told
one of
me.
those for the first time the other day with the
I still
Ethiopian
haven't done
coffee. Oh.
I'm so addicted to them as is. I was like, I don't need anything to make Stroop waffles
Well, we
better.
took the kids to
Hang
World
on.
Market because they have all the overseas cool candy and stuff, and so we were just letting them pick out some fun, like overseas Japanese Kit Kats and all that kind of stuff. And I saw the Stroop waffles. I was like, "Did you know they come in chocolate?" I had never seen the chocolate ones.
So let me interject here real fast. 1, I am going to explain to you what a Stroop waffle is. 2, I'm going to explain to you what all that was just now, because what was it? You just perked your head up.
I hear rain. Am I bugging? Or is the jungle noises back on?
Oh, no, that might just be Houston.
Okay.
It might just be raining.
Yeah,
supposed
that's
to
all.
get some
That's
more.
all, y'all. That's what. Yeah.
So the
Stroop wa-
Japanese
no, I don't know what
Japanese
Stroop
Kit
waffle is,
Kats.
We're all on edge about weather right
if
now.
you're not up to speed on
You get a
Japanese
bunch of
Kit
different
Kats,
kinds.
you
Yeah.
can Google that.
Cheesecakes and all
Grape,
that kind
all
of
of the
shit.
above.
Yeah.
Stroop waffles are a Dutch treat where they make a small thin layer of waffle. It's smashed flat, and then they cut it in half and they fill it with a caramel type, honey type mixture.
Okay.
And then they put that waffle back together, and the whole thing's like 1 millimeter thick. It's like a cookie, and it is one of the most divine treats you've ever put in your face.
They sell a 5-pound bag of them at Sam's Club now.
Well, they also sell them on Amazon, not to ruin anybody's life, but they'll deliver these bitches right to your door in individually wrapped packages in chocolate, in honey, and regular. So just be, and you can also get them gluten-free if that's your jam. There are Stroop waffles upon Stroop waffles to be had on Amazon. Stroop waffles are delicious. I encourage you to have one. The best
You
one
are
I ever
hearing.
had.
You are hearing rain. We got 60-mile-an-hour winds right now and hail.
Well, let's go ahead and call this podcast before the lights go out.
That's what Rach said to
And then,
Powers.
hey,
Rach-
but if it does, we can all fuck.
Is
well, you know it's.
That's it.
All right, well, yeah, hurry up, more alcohol. Cheers. I love
Love
you,
you
chicken.
guys.
You're fantastic.
You know it's my jam.
You got. Well, I'll put the David Allen Co. on. I got it on record, so you don't need power. We'll see you on another episode soon.
I believe in good whiskey, and I believe in good times. I believe in good music, loud guitars, cold